Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa. Today we are working on my 365 calendar. I have gone through and done the painful stuff already, so we don't have to do that on camera. I have used the Mod Podge, not really Mod Podge, but my matte gel medium that I've used several times. I got it from Hobby Lobby, and deglossified them, and I've gone through and I've actually fussy cut every single one of them this week. They all lended to be able to be fussy cut. And what I've decided to do is do sort of a tag, but where there's some writing on the inside with like a accordion fold from coffee dyed paper. I've done this before back at Christmas, but at that point I used tall, square, kind of like bookmark things to do that, where I folded them, but I folded them more into tinier pieces. So I have done the first one here, and I have decorated both sides, so this could be thrown in a pocket, but obviously you could glue this side down and just have it be able to do flip out for that. Okay, now just like I said, I finished this one, so I'll show you what I used. I have taken scrap pieces of paper that were 8.5 long and cut them down to approximately 3.5 inches. Yeah, some are 3 1/4, some are 3.5. These were actually cut-offs from when I was making digital papers from 12 by 12s, where I cut 11 down to make, cut the 12 down 1 inch to make 11, and then cut 3.5 in to make an 8.5 by 11. So these were in theory going to be 3.5, but some of the 12 by 12s were a little skinnier, so they, like this one's really skinnier. This one's really more like a 3 1/8, but different sizes. Okay, so I've taken these strips that are, we call them 3.5 by 11, and just folded them in half. I've done that to all of them. Now I do have this punch. There's the pink one I cut out. I do have this punch that creates a tab top or tag top, but you definitely don't have to do that. If you didn't have something like this, you could definitely just make a normal tag with a single hole in there. And maybe I'll do that with one of these. We'll do it with this one. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I am going to cut this in half, because I do want a, because I can cut it in half after I cut it. I do want them to be 2 separate pieces, like that. All right, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut this side. And I'm going to take one of these pieces. Let's take the front one so I know. I'll take this piece and I'm going to fold it over to this side so that I get a mirror image angle. Probably should have used bigger scissors for this. Mirror image angle for those. All right, so I've got the 2 tags, and I'm going to cut a hole or punch a hole in the top, and I'll just use my crocodile, but if you've got I have a regular hole punch somewhere, but golly gee knows where that is. Okay, we're gonna go with this one and try to center it as best I can. Beautiful. Okay. So now we're gonna have 2 tags that will be able to put the coffee dye in the middle. All right, but for these, I am gonna take these and just punch these out. I'm going to center them as best as possible, because they are not, there we go. This tag punch is supposed to take 2.5, there's little ridges, but I've cut bigger ones on these often. And I'm just going to go through and trim them off after the fact. Okay. Okay, so I'll take all those, get rid of that, and get rid of my punch. Okay. And we're just going to go ahead and trim these. Now on this one, I did kind of make a pseudo curve just to follow it, so I will probably just do that on all of these, just to round them off a little bit. Yeah. So, do that on the rest of these. And hopefully your day is going well. This is obviously Monday. Well, not obviously. I guess I could film it any day I want to and call it Monday, but it is actually Monday. And yesterday we actually had a family day. We went out to dinner with our entire extended family to celebrate my mom's 80th birthday. So that was fun. Her birthday was a couple days ago, but we could get the family together yesterday on Sunday. There's always somebody doing something somewhere, so we managed to get everybody together on Sunday, which was great. And then we went back to my mom's house, play a little dominoes, and eat some cake, sing a little happy birthday. So that was fun. So my whole day was spent with family, which is good to do every once in a while, right? Okay. All right, so now that those are cut, we're going to go through and show you what I did with the coffee dye paper. So I took the normal 8.5 by 11s and folded them in half. And then to make the accordion, I just folded that side back. And then same with this side, folded that side back. All right. Now I'm just going to take this and cut this into 2 pieces, so I have 2 of them. Excuse me. All right, so this is 8.5, so I'm going to cut it down to 4 1/4 and get 2 pieces out of 1 sheet. And I've done that with other ones already, so I've got, and then I'm using, I get 6 days out of the week, so I needed 3 sheets of coffee dyed. I got 1 already in here. All right, so let's take our coffee dye. Now I did notice on the first one that it was a little bit taller and I had to go through and circle it, but some of these are going to be okay, some are not. We'll just see how that goes. Okay. I'm getting a little froggy. Hopefully I'm not getting sick. All right, now just to make it a little quicker, I'm going to use the, whoops, our glitter glue instead of my stick glue. I don't know if that's going to make it necessarily quicker, but all right, we're going to do our best to center it on the tag near to the bottom. I'm like, why is it lumpy? Oh, a pin. All right. Okay, get that in there, and then we're going to put the glue on this side, and we're going to glue this one in. Okay, now this one we're going to try to look and find our other tag and see if we can line it up best we can. And there we go. All right. So, can ink if we want, not ink, depending on what you want to do. I'm just going to throw a little bit on there, both sides. Again, I'm not sure if this will end up being just a one-sided tag that's glued down, or will it end up being a two-sided tag that I decorate. So for the bottom, I am going to round this. I probably should have done that before I inked, just because I like the edges rounded a little bit on these. Kind of corresponds with the top too, so I think it looks good. So we'll just go back and ink that. All right. Okay, I'm going to pause the video momentarily while I go through and glue the rest of these in. You don't need to see that. It's more fun to watch the decorating on top. So I will be right back. All right, I am back. So I've gone through and attached all of the papers on the inside. I've also gone through and put the hole reinforcers onto them. They looked a little naked. Now this one I haven't inked yet because if you notice there's a bit of the paper showing through, and there was another one that did that, and all I did after I put it in there was just go through and mirror my little curve as best I could. This one doesn't really seem like it's sticking out. mirror my curve a little bit and got rid of that excess paper. Can't barely tell that it was trimmed on the inside, but it's not sticking up. All right, so I'll finish off inking this one. I have also gone through and rounded the edges on the bottom like I did in the first example. Okay. All right, so they are all done. Now let's just match up my pictures that I had sorted for it. Remember which ones I had. Now this one was, obviously this one went with that one. All right, and then this purple one was gonna be this one. And this was gonna be the green one. And let's see, I think this one was gonna be the yellow one, and this was gonna be the blue sky, yes. Now I did notice that this one was even though it's the same paper, this one is much more orange and this one is more yellow. So I think I'm gonna do the more yellow side. Okay, yeah. All right, now I didn't decide if I wanted to ink any of these yet beforehand, so we'll see how that goes. This one's got quite a bit of white on there, so I think I'm just gonna throw a little vintage photo on there just to darken it up a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna glue this down. All I'm gonna add to these is just a little bit of sticker embellishments or something, some labels, nothing too extraordinary for it. Yeah, just throw like some sort of little label there. Now I do have my pile of labels. These were the ones that were in the newspaper print. They were in a brown box. The box was just too small. Things were falling out of the bottom. So I decided to find something else to put it in. And this was the one I ended up finding. Oops. Titanic sinking? Probably not. Right? Let's add that one. All right, so just a little something to throw on there. Okay, put that over here. Oops, a little too low. These are more like washi, so you can still see through it, but just adds a little bit to it. I don't think I'm going to go today for the rest of these and decorate the back. I'll probably wait to decorate them until I see what where I want to put them. All right, so I think I do want something a little bit there, and I see one already. I think I want that one. These grunge labels have been fun so far. I found them, and I really liked using them so far with the grunge numbers. If I think about it, I will add the link to the video. I've linked it before in other videos. I can't think of which one offhand, but I wasn't necessarily planning on doing these on my 365 cards this week, but I want to cover the bird up. Put it up here. But they were sitting there and I liked them, so. All right, so when I was putting the paper on, I didn't really pay attention to which way it was opening. So this book does not open this way. This book technically opens this way, which is fine because whichever, you want to put it into a journal on a page, you want it to go that way, that's fine. But if it's, you want to, on the page that's on that side, you want it to go that way, you can do that. So it's kind of versatile. You can do it either way. Okay. All right, let's do this. I don't know what this is. What kind of bird this is. Sitting on a wooden fence, though. I think since this is plainer paper, I think maybe I do want something underneath it, and I do have these fabric things laying over here randomly. So I wonder, kind of fun to throw that on there. if it's too thick. I got. Let's do this one. Just want a little piece. I'm going to take just a little piece. Just to add a little bit of texture color to it. That's the problem. It's like I'm like this. I think that's from the movie Up, where the dog, they can talk because they got that collar thing on them, and they're just walking along, and all of a sudden, squirrel. Because that's me. And I probably should work with nothing else on my desk except for what I want, because I do catch these things out of the corner of my eye. And when I was straightening for my video that I just posted yesterday with the organizers I got, I cleaned my desk over the weekend. And I found these in a bucket, so I put them next to me just because I wasn't sure where I wanted to put them, and now I see them and now I use them. So it is definitely a good idea every once in a while just to go through all the stuff you own. I think I'll put a label on top of there to kind of join it together when I'm done. It's kind of nice to go through your stuff, reorganize it. Just because then you see stuff that maybe got buried in the bottom of a box or in a drawer or something. And you can play with it again. It hasn't been too long that I haven't played with those, but they were hiding. Let's see. Oh, you know, I got those tickets. I have these guys. These could be fun. I gotta find some other place to put this. No, I want something to go that way, I think. There we go. I wanted something a little bit sideways and something that would stand out. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll just use one. Start at the beginning, right? Yeah. Coupon Superior. Yeah, that's a little better. I feel like it's missing something. Probably because the paper is so plain compared to a lot of them. No texture. So, I'm thinking maybe throw a little texture on here. And I could go find a block, but you know, what fun is that? Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. I think I'll go with that. Not everyone has to be a masterpiece, you know? A little bit of the paper was rolling up, making a lump. That's better. Okay. I have to trim that off a little bit after I glue it, but I will wait till it's glued. telling you, sometimes you go to glue something on and you think it's going to be too big, and by the time you get it on, it actually fits perfectly. All right, you're just a scotch too big. There we go. All right, I think I want a little bit of my vintage tape there. There we go. Okay, little vintage tape down there, and just something tiny up there. I know there's tiny stuff in here, that is for sure. Because it was falling through the box as I was using it. There we go, little boat, says receipt. Yeah, got some brown on there. Yeah, I do like how these are kind of see-through too, so you still see the lines behind there. Yeah, I like it. Simple. Cute. Okay, moving on. Let's get this back home. Oh, the other day I did that, filmed that video for the organizer thing. Hopefully you saw that. Quick video I posted, but I also forgot to mention while I was organizing everything, I ended up turning my mat around. It's a really long mat, and I was able to flip it around. Unfortunately now, before it used to say 0 through 10 here, and now it goes from 36 to 20, so I kind of got to do math in reverse when I'm measuring something. But I can actually see the numbers, because before down here I had 10 and 15 and I couldn't see it. Now I can actually see the numbers, and still a well-loved mat, as you can see, but it's not as bad as the other side. So I can get away with this one for a little while longer until I run across another bit of cash. That's what I was going to use my Amazon gift card. Originally I thought I'd buy myself a mat, but then I ended up buying those organizers, which I am quite happy about, especially the one phone slot one that holds all my cards. So and what's nice is these will go in there because they are under 3 7/8, which is great, because that's my criteria now, is if I want it to fit in there, it's got to be under 3 7/8 wide. Okay. All right. Something there. Like a big, as I see. Let's do this. Actually, I think I'm gonna throw a little ink on it. Grunge it up a little before I peel it. Probably pretty hard to grunge up a sticker once it's peeled, I would think. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. All right. Maybe something little right there. Let's go with that. Okay. Yeah. Cute. Okay. All right. Oh, look, we're down to one last one. I think I'm going to throw a little vintage photo in the center of that, because that is a big globby white spot. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. I want to put something below here before I do that, and I think I might. I have these. Maybe I'll cut down here. This annual seed. Fairies Seed Annual for 1884. So maybe they had some flowers in there. And this is one of the flowers. Whoops. Sliding tickets. Okay, we will go with that and then probably throw something else on there. Try not to rip this. Little appendages sticking out. There we go. Okay, still see this as Seed Company. That's what I was a little worried about there for a second. Didn't want that to go away. Got this laying around. Might have to round the edge though. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down a little bit so I can trim it. Yeah, that's better. All right. There we go. Yeah, cute. I should have inked the edge there. Okay. All right, I think still one little grunge label there, so I'm kind of grunging it up. I wish that had a number on it. Let's do a number 3. Okay. A little fussy around the edges here, but I think it's going to make it look cute. As I'm looking at it, there's little bitty holes there. And I wonder how small they are for my crocodile. Probably too big. Yep, too big. Oh well. Wouldn't have been too big if I'd angled it properly. Okay. That's fine. Looks grungy, right? Yeah, let's put that there. Okay. Probably hard to see, but the MB for the Marjolein Bastin, who does these flowers for my catalog, her little MB's in the circle right there. Because she initials or writes her name on all of them. So, still peeking through. Okay. Yeah, I think those are cute. I like them. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way a little bit and do a little close-up review of these, and we can put the 365 challenge to bed for this week. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, to please do so you get notified when future weeks show up, and also for other videos. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on which one you like the most. All right, so there's the last one we did, red. Like I said, we didn't do any of the backs of any of these, but they can be added later. Numbers on there, that's fun. And the purple one with the little birds and the ticket, very nice. Little bird bath with the, I think those are irises. I love that little boat sticker too. It looks like it's stamped on there more than anything. And the little bird on the perch, little fabric squirrel on there. And this is, looks like a hanging nest with little birds in there. Another one of those washi tape things. Mother Grunge label. And the first one that I did off camera with the bouquet of roses or flowers. I don't think those are roses. And I did do the back, just washi tape labels and stuff like that. But there's the back. Okay, well, that is going to be it for this video. I appreciate each and every one of you stopping by and hanging out with me today. And as usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.